We've never seen a force like this.
Welcome to Movie Mojo 10. Today, we're going to explore the top 10 sci-fi shows that will blow your mind in 2025. Both those that have already debuted and those that are coming up. Think of mind-bending time loops, cosmic adventures, and narrative that pushes the boundaries like never before in these groundbreaking series. They will have your mind spinning. Let's get started. Number 10, Citadel, Diana. It is an exciting new installment in the Citadel franchise, and it is a television series that originated in Italy and focuses on spying and action. An undercover operative for the international secret agency Citadel, Diana Cavalieri is the protagonist of this book, which takes place in Milan in the year 2030 and tells the riveting story of her adventure. 8 years earlier, the formidable faux syndicate known as Manticore was responsible for the destruction of Citadel. As a result, Diana was forced to remain hidden behind enemy lines as a mole within Manticore. As Diana makes her way through the perilous world of espionage, she recognizes an opportunity to flee and vanish for good. In order for her to accomplish this, however, she will need to put her faith in an unanticipated ally, and that ally is Eduani, the heir to Manor Italy and the son of the chairman of the Italian organization. Number 9, Alien Earth.
When the monsters come, all you can do
The series is a prequel to the classic Alien franchise, and it takes place 2 years before the events that took place in the film Alien, which was released in 1979. In the beginning of the story, a mystery spaceship makes an emergency landing on Earth, which leads to a young woman and a group of tactical troops making a discovery that will ultimately have a significant impact. As a result of this finding, they are confronted with the most significant danger that the planet has ever faced, which sets the stage for an exciting struggle for survival. Timothy Oliphant plays the role of Kirsch, Wendy's synth mentor and trainer, in the series. Sydney Chandler plays the role of Wendy, a woman who has the body of an adult but the consciousness of a child. Number 8, The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon.
My name's Daryl Dixon. I come from a place called the Commonwealth.
You're the messenger to deliver Laurent.
Following in the footsteps of the illustrious The Walking Dead franchise, this post-apocalyptic horror series is produced in the United States of America. The series follows the journey of Daryl Dixon, who is portrayed by Norman Reedus, as he navigates a devastated France that has been overrun by walkers. In the beginning of the story, Daryl is seen washing up on the shore in France, and he is attempting to figure out how he got there and why he is there. In the course of his journey through the shattered but surviving terrain, he comes across new survivors and makes alliances that he did not anticipate. At the end of the day, Daryl wants to find a means to get back to the United States of America, but the connections he forms along the road make his intentions more complicated. This show is an exciting addition to the well-liked series, since it provides one of the series' most recognizable characters with fresh opportunities for adventure and challenges. Number 7, Earth Abides.
How can we protect the child?
Isherwood Ish Williams, a talented but isolated young geologist, is the protagonist of this book. Williams wakes up from a coma to discover that a global epidemic has wiped out the majority of humanity. During the course of Ish's journey through the bleak globe, he struggles with the disintegration of civilization and the endeavor to reconstruct society. In spite of his natural inclination to withdraw even farther within himself, Ish reluctantly takes on the role of a leader, directing a small group of survivors in their efforts to establish a new society. A number of topics, including survival, resiliency, and the potential of the human spirit to persist in the face of insurmountable obstacles, are investigated throughout the series. The series is set against the backdrop of a world that has been destroyed, and it features breathtaking images and a score that is hauntingly beautiful, both of which enhance the experience of being told a narrative. Number 6, Skeleton Crew.
Don't give up. No matter what. I found something buried in the woods.
Following the events of Return of the Jedi, the series takes place in the same timeline as The Mandalorian and its spin-offs, which are all tied to one another. The plot centers on 4 youngsters from the planet Ataden, who make a remarkable discovery that causes them to get disoriented in a galaxy that is both weird and deadly. As they set out on an epic quest to find their way back home, they come across a variety of obstacles, unusual creatures, and deadly locations along the way. As they travel around the galaxy, they become friends with a pirate captain and force user named Wynn Wood, who assists them in navigating the perilous environment. Fans of the brand are going to absolutely adore the series, because it promises to give an experience that is both exhilarating and touching. Number 5, Daredevil, Born Again.
To believe in retribution. Thank you for finding the time.
And much-awaited superhero series that will continue the story of Daredevil, commonly known as Matt Murdock. This series is a continuation of the saga, as a spiritual sequel to the original Netflix series. This series takes place within the Marvel Cinematic Universe and explores the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Matt Murdock, a blind lawyer with enhanced skills, is the protagonist of this book. He finds himself on a collision course with Wilson Fisk, commonly known as Kingpin, throughout the course of the series. As the resurfacing of their former personalities occurs, both men are forced to confront their more sinister selves while simultaneously attempting to serve the city of New York. A number of topics, including justice, atonement, and the conflict between good and evil, are explored throughout the series. It is anticipated that the series would bring back characters who are already well known to viewers, while also introducing new characters and plot lines that will attract viewers. Number 4, Dune Prophecy.
We've never seen a force like this.
This series explores the origins of the Bene Gesserit, a strong and mysterious sisterhood that possesses superhuman abilities. It takes place in the enormous universe of Frank Herbert's Dune and looks into the history of the Bene Gesserit. Sisters Bia and Tahar Conan are the protagonists of this narrative, which takes place 10,000 years before the events of Dune and follows them as they traverse the dangerous political terrain of the Imperium. Following the victory of the human troops over the thinking machine armies of Omnius at the Battle of Karin, the sisters engage in war with forces that pose a threat to the future of humanity. It is through their travels that they come to the formation of the legendary sect that is known as the Bene Gesserit. Due to the fact that it provides a comprehensive exploration of the Dune universe's lore, the series is an absolute necessity for fans of the Dune franchise to watch. Number 3, The Handmaid's Tale.
To mark us, they put us in red. The color of blood, and we became an army.
A near-future totalitarian society known as Gilead has developed in the aftermath of a Second American Civil War, and the series takes place in this society. Because of the pollution in the environment and the prevalence of sexually transmitted illnesses, the fertility rate in Gilead has significantly decreased. Women are subjugated by the dictatorship, particularly fertile women, who are known as handmaids. These women are forced into reproductive servitude in order to bear children for the ruling class. The regime does this in order to maintain a tight social hierarchy. Offred, also known as June Osborne, is the protagonist of this story. She is a character who navigates the cruel society of Gilead, battles to survive, and seeks to reconcile with her family. Number 2, The Last of Us.
You trust me?
You've come this far.
This post-apocalyptic drama series gets its inspiration from a computer game of the same name that was produced by Naughty Dog and received widespread critical acclaim. The series follows Joel Miller, a hardened survivor, and Ellie Williams, a 14-year-old girl who may be humanity's last hope. The events of the series take place 20 years after a fungal disease has decimated the Earth. It is Joel's responsibility to accompany Ellie as she travels through a post-apocalyptic United States. In the course of their trip, they encounter a multitude of threats, threats, such as infected creatures and hostile human factions, while simultaneously developing a profound connection that tests their understanding of things like trust and survival. The program delves into the complexities of interpersonal connections, as well as the ethical conundrums that arise in a society where survival frequently comes at a steep price. Number 1. Andor.
You're right here, and you're ready to fight!
It tells the story of Cassian Andor, a former thief who became a rebel spy, and serves as a prelude to the film Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Tony Gilroy was the one who came up with the idea for the series, which serves as a forerunner to the film. The events of the series take place in the 5 years leading up to the events of Rogue One. The series analyzes how Cassian becomes radicalized against the Galactic Empire, and how the Rebel Alliance as a whole comes into existence. The narrative digs into issues such as peril, deception, and intrigue as Cassian sets forth on a quest that is destined to transform him into a hero of the Independence cause.